This is a piece that I created a while back. It's a 24 by 72. If you notice, the texture is there, as all of my pieces have texture, but this one is unique in that it has a layer of resin on top. I really enjoyed this piece. It did create a lot of brilliance once you put the resin on it, but you can still see texture coming out above the resin. Very unique piece. I enjoyed doing it very much. The next piece I have, 24 by 72 as well, but it's a horizontal piece. As I get further back, you can probably see all of it. There you go. Getting closer in, you'll notice the texture. These pieces are entirely done with palette knife, and there's a lot of texture in each and every one of them. There's a few more pieces all over the walls on the studio easel. Here's one that I'm currently working on. Fun piece. I love these colors. Reminds me of being a little girl. This is another one that I've recently created. Sorry, the lighting on it is not the best, but if I get closer and block the sunlight where you can actually see the piece, there you go. You can see the colors and the texture. I really like doing poppies, as you can see. One of my favorite flowers to do. If you get really close in, you'll notice all the texture with the different palette knives that I tend to use. This is another unique piece that I did. It's got resin behind it. I'm not a fan of resin. I mean, it's hard to work with, but I love the effects of it. But these were experimental pieces and I really love them, but they are available. This one's a 36 by 36. The one below it is a pineapple, 18 by 36. Lots of texture in this piece. The poppies, I failed to mention, the size is 30 by 40. These irises with cone flowers are 24 by 24. The piece I'm working on right now is 24 by 24. Here's a view of one of my pieces framed, and this is how I generally display them at the shows. And this is my style of frame. If you'll notice, the piece pretty much sits on top of the frame, so you can appreciate the detail all around the piece. It's what I call a floater frame. So it's all the way around it. I'm glad I had this piece on the wall so you can kind of see what I generally frame with. It's either silver or a gold inner frame. In this case, obviously silver. Here's a piece, 36 by 36. Lots of detail. Lots and lots of detail on this one. It was a fun piece. You can see all my tools that I usually use. Here's my palettes, my colors. Just a mess, but this is an artist at work. Another piece here with poppies, purples, grays, 36 by 36. Pull away so you can see the whole piece. And then there's my mini series, what I like to call mini series. They come in these boxed frames. They're 8 by 8, but by the time you frame them, they're 12 by 12. They're great as groups. Here's one without a frame. Just finished that recently, that's why it's not framed. And here are some other ones. They're a lot of fun. I had a client buy 12 of them one time and put them all on one wall. And it was a great collage or a great grouping. It was just a real fun wall. Poppies, 36 by 36. And more poppies, 36 by 36. Well guys, this is my studio. This is where I work. This is where I scream. This is where I cry. And this is where I have fun. I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and I hope you reach out to me. Bye-bye.